Just a quick recap of the M95 they got from World Tiger Imports. This was on sale for only $249, and overall it's in pretty good condition. There's a little crack here. It looks to be like a small crack right here. A little bit of chipping here. But otherwise it's in pretty good shape. Has a nice light colored stock too, so it should clean up really nicely. Also has a really smooth action. It's just really dirty. Let's go ahead and take it apart and show you how it looks. Alright, so I got it all broken down. You can see all these small parts are pretty dirty. This one on the butt plate's got a bit of rust on it. Same with the trigger guard here and the magazine. The bolt came apart pretty easily. Didn't seem to be rusted out or anything. The parts look pretty good. Same with the locking lugs. A lot of these bolts can be worn out, but this one actually looks really good. Seems to be a lot of finish here on the cocking indicator. And the two screws to the trigger guard look good. As I expected, the barrel bands are pretty much in the white. It does look like the threading on both sides is fine, so I think that these are the two screws I took out, and it looks like they just kind of jammed in a screw to act as like a pin, and then they used this wood screw to put in the middle band. So looks like those screws were either just damaged or lost, but I should be able to get replacements and put these back in because the threads look good on both of the bands. They're not easy screws to find, so I have to look around for them. If anyone knows where I can find them, I'd appreciate it. You can leave that in the comments. Looking at the receiver, you can see it's filthy as expected. But it is complete. It has all the rear sight pieces. Usually those are missing. It does look like a pretty good amount of finish is in there underneath all the dirt and crud that's on here. There's that import mark right under the muzzle. As far as the stock goes, got a little bit of mildew in there and dirt, but the stock does look pretty good. You can see that crack does go all the way through. I have to look at repairing that with some epoxy. Does look like there's potentially a date here. I have to clean it out to see. You can see the underneath the butt plate's pretty dirty as well. Does look like there's a date stamp in it as well, but I can't really read it right now. The top handguard is pretty dry, so definitely needs some oil there. But overall, looks like it's in pretty good shape. So I'm going to boil the metal parts and card them, and I'm going to get the stock cleaned up, some linseed oil, and I'll show you how it progresses. So I got all the parts cleaned up. See, the butt plate looks pretty good. It's pretty rusted out in there. The boiling got rid of all that. Some of the carding did help. Some of the parts, get some of the finish back. Top of the receiver here though is pretty much in the white, as well as some parts of the barrel. You can definitely see where they hit it with the wire wheel. You can see the trigger guard here. Came out pretty nicely. I took it all apart, cleaned it out. Got the two barrel bands. Did get some finish back from carding. And the muzzle's pretty much in the white, but the barrel does have some finish left. Still working on the stock, but it's cleaning up pretty nicely with some linseed oil. You can see it's got a really nice light tone to it. It's coming out. Still a lot of hardened grease and crud like this inside the barrel channel I gotta clean out. So I'll finish cleaning this up and I'll reassemble it and show you how it looks. Alright, so got it reassembled. Take a closer look at it. See the stock already looks a lot better than when I got it. And I really like the lighter color on it. It does still have a little bit of cleaning that needs to be done on it. You can see it kind of sheens right there on some of the stuff I have to clean out. But it came together pretty nicely. And I really like the color of the stock. You can see that Steyr mark there. It's nice and deep. You have the complete rear sight. A lot of times this stuff's missing. Some common parts that are missing is usually this piece right here with its screws, or the adjustable piece here for the rear sight, or the retaining screw on the end, which usually means this is gone as well. Moving on the rifle, again, I really like the finish on this. I decided not to put the screws back in that it came with, the homemade screws. I'm going to look for some actual M95 screws to put in there. And the muzzle's pretty much in white, but doesn't look like it's damaged. I'll go ahead and turn over. See, on this side looks pretty good as well. Bit of a ding here. Overall pretty good condition on the stock. I do have to fix that little crack that's on the other side, but that'll probably end up on my to-do list. See, on the other side of the stock looks pretty good too. And the bolt's pretty smooth on this one. You can see it does slide pretty easily. So if you enjoyed this video on the M95 that I got from Royal Tiger Imports, if you're thinking about getting one of these, I'd definitely go for it. It's nice if you don't have one in your collection, want to add one that's pretty cheap. They are 8x50, so they're pretty hard to find ammo for. You'll probably have to make your own, but they are in pretty good condition. Let's go ahead and take a look at the bore. We'll have another video out soon on my Carcano. It's a bit delayed. I basically filmed the entire cleaning process, so it's taking a bit to edit through and build a video for that. So that'll be coming out soon, and it ended up turning out to be pretty nice as well. I have some more projects coming in, stuff that I'll be working on, so if you'd like to see those, feel free to subscribe and sign up for alerts. If you have any questions about this rifle, feel free to drop them in the comments, and as always, thank you for watching.